It's a glitch, bro. It's gotta be a glitch. If we all feel that way.
He won't even. Honestly, I was like, don't send it. He didn't even respond to me. He didn't say anything. I think he froze.
Oh no.
We lost.
No,
I was like, oh, that was good. That was good.
Fucking got me, man. This
You know what happened to Danny the
motherfucker.
other day? He was
What?
talking all that shit about my Wi-Fi, and then we went to get on and do a recording, me and him, and his fucking internet went out. I was like, "Ha, karma's a bitch. That's what you get."
You know who always has the best, no matter what, out of the three of us? This
That's
guy.
what karma.
That's karma.
Oh,
to
your
both of
camera's
you.
always going in and out. What are
Oh.
you talking about?
My camera. So what? At least my internet stays.
It's all right. I'll be saying I told you so when we find out about Damar Hamlin after the season.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
Especially now, at this point. Because now there's even more confirmation that he's well and alive.
Confirmation.
He's not
of what?
well, but he's alive, bro. People have confirmed, lots of them, that they have seen him, they're with him, that everybody's fucking absolutely out of their minds. And it's kind of disrespectful to the family. Who
Bullshit. It's so hard for him to be like, "Hey, you conspiracy theorist, that's bullshit. I'm right here." Like,
First of all, fuck you. The man has a personal life, dude. Like, if it was you in the hospital, are you coming out to tell your TikTok fans that you're feeling okay? No, you're gonna
Bro,
wait till you're fully
if
recovered.
I was already
You
a
almost
national
died.
icon,
You almost died in front of millions of people on national television.
and then came back to them with a fucking thing all over his face like this, and was just like,
Yeah, he's sick, dude. He just came out of the hospital from almost dying.
"No, dude." He threw up like all kinds of Illuminati symbols while he was saying hello, like literally clear as day, with his face covered. And then nothing.
I mean,
after
think
that.
about it.
After that, you're
even-
saying, "Hey, I'm okay,
even-
I'm here, this
even
and that,
if-
blah, blah, blah. You can't see me really, but I'm here." And then all these people are gonna come out and say all this bullshit, and you're not gonna be like, "Dude, I'm fucking fine. Stop." Like, who would let that just keep spreading about themselves?
Me. If it was me, dead honest, swear to God on my life, if I was him, right? And I came out of the hospital, whatever, and Twitter blows up saying that people think that I'm a double, I am going to totally fuck with every single one of you because you're all retarded, bro. And you look at you fiend for it. You guys go crazy.
Right.
Bet your ass. Me personally, I'm going to recover and I'm going to sit back and have myself the best laugh ever. The best. Because it's hysterical.
And we're just different people then. I wouldn't let a lie go out about me of something that was like that astronomical.
It's not a lie.
It is a lie. If he's totally fine, then it's a lie.
Oh,
if he's letting it be
I'm
like that,
sorry.
then it's a
No,
lie.
I thought you were talking about something else. I'm sorry. No, absolutely. But
I wouldn't want that kind of lie to be out about myself, to be honest with you.
All right. You're just a kind-hearted person, you and Danny, man. You guys are just
Not really
open to the world, I guess.
Not really, but
But
I mean,
why would come in and clear that all up?
that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to
Because
be
it's not in his agenda to. It's bullshit. It's
wouldn't
bullshit.
be in your agenda to
It's
have something.
It's disrespectful to him. At the end of the day, he's just a 23-year-old NFL player, fairly new to the league. Like, what special? Why take this kid and make a double of him so quick and have the double completely fool every person that comes in contact with him so in under 48 hours?
I'll tell you
Why?
why. Listen,
Why him?
Because I'm going to tell you why.
Cause panic.
But there's so many other things going on right now to panic about. Who's panicking about it? Nobody.
A lot of people would, dude. A lot of people would. That would be a bigger deal if he had, like, if they let it be known that he is dead and that he died from that and all this different things. it would be a lot bigger, worse of a case of a story, and a lot more people would be upset over it.
But
a lot
okay,
more stuff would be out because of that.
Let's
Then
go.
if they did it like
Let's
right way.
go. Let's go
Wait, real
along.
quick.
Let's go along with your story, real
I would
quick.
say let's just say this too, because it's already, it's happened time and time again. The way that like they've released things
With
out
who?
into
With
the
who?
world.
I don't know
not,
that this is
not with
happening.
any person specific. I'm saying with any big news in general. There are certain times where there are big news in general that they don't give us the 100% truth right away, and there's things that have come out over time that the truth ended up coming out, but in the very beginning it's like, well, we don't really know yet, or this and that, blah, blah, blah. That's always been a thing, like just in any, broadcasting, whatever you want to call it. So
Right.
to me, it's just another form of that. Like, do I think that during the playoffs that it would have been a lot more fucking crazy and hectic?
Hold
and
on,
stuff?
though. Wait. So again, we've talked about this in previous episodes. I'm actually on your side. I do believe that we have tried to clone people. I believe that we've altered other humans to look exactly like somebody else. Presidents, really crucial people to certain things. Like, I believe it. I showed you a news article how they thought Putin was being stunt doubled, or even what's his name, Prince Harry and whatever it was. I don't remember. I sent it to you.
Yeah.
But I get the reason why they would do that for that type of person. Why him? Why him? They can cause panic anywhere else with all these other people, which they've tried already. And that's my next thing. Even if he is a double, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? It just actually makes whoever did it look stupid. Because why? Why are you doing that? Like, again, for a president or somebody else. Now, let's say they did make the double. Now, I'm going to bring in somebody else. Who's the Beatle?
The whole point for
Paul
them
McCartney.
is to not be
Paul
found out as a
McCartney.
double, though.
Apparently, he's a double.
So I was going to bring this up before because
But like,
the
if you
same
make a
situation
double,
happened. You want me to explain the situation first?
let me just finish real quick. I'm almost done. So like, if we make another double, let's say they made a double of Damar Hamlin, like for what? For him to finish out his NFL career?
No.
Like, what are they trying to prove? Like, he's still alive, so now this double's got to live as him for the rest of his remaining life. For what? Why?
They're going to make money off of him. Just whatever being a great player.
Who? He's not, but he's not the greatest player. He's a really good player who's fairly
he's
new.
because of
Very
what
young
happened,
and
his
new.
name,
Exactly.
And
But
because of what
there's
happened,
so
his
many
name
other-
became such a big thing because of what
Yes,
happened on the field. Now people know his name because of
Go
what happened
back,
to him on the
go
field.
back and look at the Twitter, the totals, research his name Googled during that whole thing, and go look at it now. And then go look at it a month from now. It'll be less and less every time, just like everything else. So that grand plan isn't so grand. It just seems like a lot of effort to clone somebody because he almost died on the field during an NFL game.
I'm not saying
that's
it's
not going to
necessarily
bring
clone
them
either.
the amount of money for the worth to go through all that trouble, bro. And
Well, see,
second of all, one more thing. They made a clone of Damar Hamlin in under 48 hours because that's how fast it was. Now you're
never
telling
said
me
they made a clone.
so
I
they
said
had
they had
this
a
clone.
double.
They had a double.
No, I
of
said
him
they had a double.
before.
There's plenty of people that look like other people that you can make them look like them more with a haircut,
Right,
with
but
whatever.
Frank,
like finding a stunt
I'm
double
just saying
or finding someone that
exactly
looks like someone
his
is in movies all the
mannerisms,
time.
the way he talks to his mother, his brothers, his friends, his teammates. He's got
I
to go.
see, that's what I'm trying to say is-
He's got to go act as a professional safety for a football team now.
Bro,
You're telling
bro,
me.
I get what you're saying, but I didn't say any of that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you would take a fucking breath and stop trying to prove
I'm
us.
sorry, because it's just ridiculous.
Because you're trying to prove us because
I
you
want to
think
hear
it's
what Joe has
ridiculous.
to say.
No, I
But
said
that's
it.
what I'm
I
saying.
did. I said it. I finished.
He's
No,
saying
you
all
were
this
getting
stuff
something
that we
else.
think that I didn't say I thought any of that stuff. Like you're
Right.
running with this crazy theory. I think it's very simple and a little more basic than that. I
What?
think that they could have got someone that was a double to be him or pretend to be him, to say that he was still alive after he had died until the season ends. And then once the season ends, then they'll like let it be known.
What? Make him that he was in a
dead.
massive car accident?
Or whatever it is. No, he died in the
Oh,
hospital
my
after or had a
God.
complication after. And okay, he was okay, but yeah. he
Why
didn't make it.
though? For what?
Because it would cause less of a panic. NFL is one of the biggest
For
watched
panic
things
for what? For a couple
ever.
months?
Let me fucking finish. The day of the Super Bowl is like the most watched event ever. So the playoffs are very heavily watched throughout the United States. After what happened to him on the field, yeah, was he a nobody at the time? But when that happened on live TV, everyone knew his fucking name. In 30 seconds, everyone knew his fucking name. In 30 seconds, the clip was uploaded on YouTube. We were in the city and we found it. So I'm just saying, like, all of a sudden his name became something. If 2 days later he died after his name became something, the people that market his name can make a lot more money by saying that he's okay right now. You go, dude, it is about money at the end of the day to a lot of fucking people, a lot of rich people. There's a lot of agents and stuff that would do that. There's a lot of people that would do things like that just to fucking make
you. I follow you. I do follow you. I get it. I understand,
it's more
but
realistic to say, oh, we have a double of somebody that we can find that looks like him. Let's keep it so nobody knows that he's dead yet. It'll be better for your image publicly. You think that the family, if they're not making millions of dollars or whatever, wouldn't want to just go home and grieve their son and not be in the spotlight right now or whatever? Okay, listen, we'll let you go, be, whatever. But let us just do this because publicly we think it'll come out a little better. We think that there'll be less, whatever from people, whatever it is that they're saying. And they explain that to the family. You don't think that they would sign an NDA to fucking say or do that? Because you think that because, you and your family might be like that, but there's a lot of families out there that would, dude.
So are you saying that
there's
the
a lot of
family
fucking...
They already have a lot of money. That's what you're missing.
That's not true. Like you said, he was brand new in the league, dude. He's not somebody that's like a millionaire.
Right, but I just, again, dude, whatever. Realistically, these people with the sponsorships he's had from college, like, he's not like a fucking Tom Brady type of money, or what I mean?
He's not even anything. No, if he's
but like he's got money,
he might have like
a couple mil.
Because even though he might have a couple mil on his contract,
right?
Well, even though he might have a couple mil on his contract, if he bought a house, if he this, he probably didn't really have much in the bank when he died, dude. He probably didn't have much. So I'm just saying for his family to be like, oh, we could be okay if we just go with this way that they want to expose what happened to him. You know what? Okay, we'll do that. I don't see that being as such a
I know it's hard for me. It's hard for me to assume on somebody else's griefs that somebody would be that fucking greedy, because in the real world, if someone found that out that that's what they did, those fucking people are going to be hated by a lot more people that they are loved by now. So
a lot of people would feel that way, but then again,
that's it's big always risk like saying
the grass on the other side and like stuff like that. Because if you're in that situation, and I'm not saying his family is like this because I don't know much about his family, but most athletes come from a very difficult background. So I'm just saying, like, if your family is someone been in a shitty apartment your whole life and struggling for bills and this and that, and you finally make it, and you guys finally get a taste for a couple of years of that like better life, and then something fucking happens to you. And your family is put out with this contract to say, listen, if you let us go about this way, we'll make sure you get X amount of dollars to be okay. And, make sure you're set up and whatever. I don't think it's that unfathomable for somebody in that situation to be like, okay. I just don't. To me,
you're saying that the family. Wait.
Out of nowhere to make this wild accusation like that. Out of nowhere for what? What's the reason that people are saying this about this kid? It's like,
I said what?
It's just so wild. I know, I get it. But I'm still asking why, because it's, to me personally, I strongly disagree with it. So it's just like, you'll tell me your legit reason, and I'm just sitting here like, still why? Like, I still don't really get the why.
I think that because
and you're saying money and just assurance, I guess.
Just by the appearance of him going to that game. Just the appearance of him going to that game. You know how much money
nobody planned on him doing that. So like this sounds like something that needs to be so well sought out.
Did they or did they not?
Did they? Like, dude, how are you gonna plan somebody to go in cardiac arrest on the field or make them go into cardiac arrest?
No. But there's a lot of people
lie about it that he went into cardiac arrest.
In those jobs, in the NFL, in any sports, in any news, in anything, a lot of those people are trained to, if something terrible happens, to roll with it. It doesn't change what happened. You're not going to be able to change what happened.
Dude, that's a massive roll with it, Frank.
But that's what a lot of them do, dude. A lot of people like that. Look at the show. What's the show? Ray Donovan, where he fucking takes a bad situation. You can't help that it happened, but he knows how to roll with it and fix it and do this and make it look this way in the media. There's a lot of people that do that for a lot of famous people. Oh, dude, I just woke up with a fucking hooker and she's dead in my bed. What do I do? There's people out there that fucking fix that situation for people that are rich and famous. It's been done time and time again. So to me, yeah, there are people that are like, oh my God, this is a terrible situation. but we can spin this in a positive. We can spin this to this and make it
No,
happen
it's
this
just,
way and blah,
again,
blah, blah.
it sounds like it needs to be planned, because even you said it yourself. We were in the city when we found out, and under 30 seconds, that shit was on YouTube. For it to be up and planned and put into motion that fast and under a minute, you can find that shit on the internet. It's just like, you're telling me they planned this whole thing? That's what it sounds like, you know?
I think
And
that
it's
when it
just-
happened, that they started talking right away and then came up with this plan.
This
Yeah.
fucking kid almost died on the field and we're making a mockery of it. It's really what it is. And it's fucking horrible, bro. And I don't like, again, me personally, I'm not saying you're a bad person or anybody's bad for it, but like, that's just shitty to me.
Alright.
And to like make a whole conspiracy out of it that he's a double so that the family can make money. And then later they'll say something happened. It's just like, that's so bizarre. And like, I get why now, like people do shit for money but still, for what? For this random fucking
Let me
football
just
player's
ask you this.
family to just have money now?
I know no matter what, it's not a definite and it's a chance. But let me ask you this. How would you feel if in a couple months it comes out that Damar Hamlin is dead?
But you gotta elaborate me that he's dead.
Like
That he
after
died.
having this conversation, no, I'm saying like after having this conversation and like all this stuff, what if like, let's say in like 2 months from now or 6 weeks from now, something like that, it comes
What,
out
can
and
he
says
get in
like,
a
oh,
car
he died of a
accident or
heart attack.
fall of a-
Yeah, he died of a heart
falls
attack
off
or
a
whatever it
building?
is.
Listen,
Yeah, and it's just like, oh shit, he's dead.
honestly, if they say it's like a heart attack or anything like that, like medically, I'd be like, okay, kind of fucking weird now. Now I gotta start saying to myself, like, what a jerk off I must be. But if he dies like in a car accident or falls off of this or that, or if it's something that looks legit and like, I don't know, something that's explainable and like they show it, who knows, whatever, then hey, bro, there's more of a chance of that happening now. You can win the lottery today and get hit by a bus tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's not something so far-fetched. But after having this conversation and you tell me he dies of a heart attack like 2 months later, I would be like, oh, that's kind of fucking weird. But like, I would wait to see the facts, what they show in the news, what the family say, the statements from the players, the best friends, everybody that's been speaking on his behalf.
Now let me ask you a question.
It's not just that as a whole. You got to see everything else that follows with it. Obviously, if it's something that looks sketchy, I'm going to be like, wow, you know what I mean? Somebody's going to get fucking exposed right now.
So looking at the facts.
But that's not happening.
So looking at the facts, do you
Yeah.
think that Jeffrey Epstein's murder or death, suicide, or whatever looked sketchy?
Oh, no, I think somebody fucking helped either
Okay.
let him kill himself or has
Did
something
you
to
wait?
do with
Did you
killing
wait
him.
to see what happened with Ghislaine Maxwell and what came out with that?
No, but I did see a bunch of articles in it the past couple weeks.
I'm
about
just
Ghislaine
saying, like,
Maxwell.
what happened to that list? What happened to so it's the same thing with everything. It's the same fucking.
It's still
pattern.
going
That's
on,
why-
Frank. It's still well going on. It was on the news. I read it in the paper a bunch the past couple weeks. Hand to God, go look it up.
But
There's recent articles about
They're
the
still
whole
not
case.
figuring out the list. Why are we not
Bro,
hearing
because
who's on
it's
that list?
it's the one of the most sensitive things to ever hit a court, whatever. They're being very careful, bro. One wrong move, and then she really gets free. And then it really turns into a mess of, oh, somebody was responsible for this. They gotta be cautious, bro. They say it. They're very open about it now. If you really look into it, they're not hiding it. They don't want nobody to know shit until they have everything on lock, bro. She's still in jail. They
Yeah, I
made it
know
no,
that, but
they
she's
made
in
it
like
no-
a very high
Right,
security
bro,
prison. I mean,
but
low
she-
security
She
prison.
still didn't die yet, so they're doing something right. Someone didn't fuck up yet. You know what I mean? That's where I'll go with that. Not to say there's people out there looking to get her killed still right now. I believe there
Yeah,
is.
I just
shut
think
her
that
up.
list never comes out.
But
I
that's
think
not
that
a
list never comes
conspiracy.
out.
That's just common sense.
That
bro.
is
This
no,
whole
I think
thing-
that list
this-
never comes out because there's certain people on that list that just can't come out because they can't let them be arrested.
Right. Okay. So that is a conspiracy, but still,
Like there's certain people in the world.
This is
like,
not a
like Steve
secret,
Dulles
but-
that have a
but
get out of
this-
jail free card for life because of
but
who
this is not a secret. This is something that's like, so like he was a fucking straight, like there's pictures of it and there's proof of it. There's lists of it. There's video recordings of it. Like he was weird with, like his shit, Jeffrey Epstein. He was fucking a dirtbag. And a lot of fucking big people had a piece of this guy. And I bet your ass, bro, it's common sense. Just think of it. The way the fucking, what's his name? Prince Andrew acts and all his explanations for it just are so stupid and far-fetched that it makes him look guilty. You could tell he's guilty. So it's more believable to say like, yeah, this shit was definitely happening. So to make it a conspiracy, it's not like something that's, it's something that it's happened. Like they all know it. Giselle Maxwell admitted to a bunch of shit already. Of course, she's not name dropping on a bunch of shit. There's a whole thing going on, bro. That's why it's gonna take years for them to do this. You won't hear shit. Probably for another 3-4 years, they'll have a final sentence for this girl put away, and all the other people.
Most of these old
And
fucks that are
I
on the name are already
guarantee you-
dead on their own.
I guarantee you, some of those names on those lists, if they do go to jail or die, they're not gonna make you hear about it. They're not gonna make it public.
Right. We cut Danny off like 4 times. Danny, what do you think about the whole Damar Hamlin?
It fucking sucks to be cut off so much, right?
I knew he was about to say that, but I also saw Danny like waiting there patiently, so I was like, let me throw this back up to him.
Well, now it's not relevant, so it really doesn't.
Alright, so
What do you mean now it's not relevant? What do you?
Danny's
think
just
about
a
Damar Hamlin? What's your-
bystander. That's it.
Yeah, on
What's
this
your
one, I
opinion?
think so. Well, I was gonna ask before if Frank could explain something, but I don't remember what it was, so we could pass on that one. And then the other thing was, I think Joe was gonna say something about this guy being a clone, and Frank cut him off and said it was a double. What were you gonna say about that clone thing?
Come on, cloning, doubling, it's all the same shit, bro.
No, it's different
No.
because
Different
like,
ways to do it. Yes. I don't believe you can clone somebody and have the same exact person. I believe you'll have same DNA strands and like, just like as if you were to have a child. It's just
Same
that
genetic
person's-
makeup, but not
Yes.
the same mind. Yeah, I hear you. We
so
talked
I
about
don't think
that.
you could physically clone somebody aspect for all that. Exactly. There's not going to be a same exact Danny cloned from, your blood and shit.
no, but like body
But-
type.
Body type.
I think it'd be like
Frank
multiplicity.
said, there's a lot of people that look like a lot of fucking people. Maybe not totally exactly, but small little facial reconstructions and surgeries, quick little, you know what I mean? Couple day thing. And you can have somebody looking basically exactly like somebody else, muscles, features, everything. That's not hard. I think people do that. I think a lot of famous people do that. Rich people, really powerful people, maybe have people that look exactly like them. Same thing as stunt doubles, bro. Look at stunt doubles for fucking movies. Some of those stunt doubles look exactly like the other fucking person. It's possible.
So the other thing I was going to say is when you brought up Paul McCartney, they did a Beatles lookalike contest right after his supposed car accident.
I know.
So apparently they didn't tell anybody about his accident because it would have caused mass hysteria. Beatlemania was huge then, and they were aware that it would cause mass panic, teen suicide, shit like that.
Right.
So,
but there's a reasoning to have Paul McCartney. There was some
just
sort
because-
of like, oh, okay, I would kind of understand why they would make a double of this guy. I
Yeah,
get
but-
it.
Okay,
But Damar Hamlin, I don't get whatsoever.
I
at
get
all.
that they're still on different scales, but Damar Hamlin still is on a big scale because think about it, he's in the NFL
I
now.
get the playoffs.
Everyone he went to
and,
college with
bro,
is like that.
Still, it's
Like he
not.
still had millions of fans of people that adored him and stuff. Just because maybe we weren't in that million of fans, whatever, doesn't mean that he still didn't have millions of people that supported him or really looked up to him or whatever. Like, I think it's the same thing. He's another public figure. Just because it's in a different genre, era, whatever, this and that, like it doesn't mean that that's not how it would be needed to be exposed.
Okay, so I'm just gonna bring up a random, funny, kind of irrelevant but relevant thing. So you know who Travis Scott is?
Yeah.
yeah.
You do, right? Did you ever see the clip of him falling while performing right through the fucking stage?
Yes, I did.
So this is somebody Travis Scott is a billion times more popular, followed, and liked than Damar Hamlin. He has a serious fall like that, disappears for like a minute. Why not do something crazy like that with him?
Depends
Why
on-
Damar Hamlin? It would make more sense if they did it to Travis Scott, to be honest with you, than to
I mean,
Damar Hamlin.
I don't know exactly what happened to him or how injured he was or whatever, but it depends on the situation. Again,
This was in front of like a packed out, bro.
yeah,
10
but did
times
he
more
get
people than
hurt? I'm
football.
saying, did he
Yeah.
get hurt? Was he?
Yes.
But he came back out and performed.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just saying why. That's like saying why not have Damar? I don't know, bro. It's just forget it. You're making me tangent off. Too
Well, like
much.
I said, I'm saying like if he wasn't that injured and he came back out to perform, whatever, it's different than the
No,
guy
he
that
did. He came back
collapsed
out to
on-
perform.
He did come out to
So,
perform.
so it's different than the guy that collapsed on the field, was rushed to the hospital, and could have possibly died. And then they're like, we need someone. We need someone.
Yeah,
Listen,
but
we can't let him die right now.
Again, we're going back to like this thing was kind of
Also-
set up.
not set up to the sense of like before the collapse happened, but I think once it happened, I think that certain people, whether it was
their brains clicked in under
whatever,
2 minutes.
Like I said, there's a lot of people that do that for a living. That it's like, oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, there's so many publicists. That's what their job is. Like, look at the show Entourage, right? What's her name in the show Entourage for him, for Vince? Shauna. That's what she does for Vince. There are publicists that just do that in general. So yeah, I think when that happened, that there's plenty of people out there that work for him that were like, how can we make this a positive right now? That's what their job is to do, to not make his life look negative. So if that's the best way they could do it and make money on it and do it whatever and not cause a panic, it does make sense. It's not some crazy conspiracy theory. It just makes sense for them to like, that's the way that they exposed it to the world. That's the way that they wanted to let the story be told. I do think that that's not that far-fetched.
So, Frank, you think that there's a double playing him right now and his family is mourning, but also getting money because they're claiming that he's alive right now. And the more they keep him alive, the more money they'll get because of recent events.
I think that they had to sign an NDA to just keep hush about whatever really happened and said, like, let us come out with this story that, you know,
okay, so then when and if he does die, they're going to have a new death date and they're going to have a burial and all that shit then. And just their son's going to have the wrong death date for the rest of their lives.
I mean, not for the rest of their lives, because we've known time and time again things that like look at the thing what we were talking about on the phone the other night about aluminum foil in the microwave. We all know you can't do that. Aluminum foil.
You can't do that, Frank. You
can't.
Darren said you must have had a different brand. There are brands of foil that don't
look up on Google right now.
Fam,
look up on
I
Google
seen
right
you.
now, and you put metal in the microwave, and it says yes, you can put metal in the microwave. It just says it right on Google. Yes, you can put metal in the microwave.
All right,
again, that video you
put a fork and tin foil in the microwave. See what happens.
I did already. I put a metal bowl with macaroni and cheese in it in the microwave. A metal bowl.
You should
First of all, wait a second. First of all, why are you eating off metal bowls?
Right.
Well, I have metal mixing bowls, and so I tried it. I wanted to see if it worked. You can put metal in the microwave now. But anyway, regardless, my point is, we all believe this because we all know this, right? I agree with you guys. I think that you shouldn't put metal in the microwave. But this is what I'm saying is we've talked about the constant like rewriting of history or book burning or blah, 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 whatever way you want to call it. It doesn't mean that they can't be changed in the future. You think 5 years from now, most people are going to fucking realize that something like that was changed? You think anybody will really be like, no, he died on this day, not this day? Or would they say, oh my God, it's a Mandela effect. He didn't die after the playoffs. Remember, he died during the playoffs. But 10 years later, it's not as big of a panic as in the moment when it happens live on TV.
You guys got a valid point.
I know.
Does he got a valid point?
No, I wouldn't say valid. I would say interesting.
Thanks for validating.
Mandela effect. I'm not validating anybody. I think something completely crazy.
Parking?
I don't know. You know me, man. I think that shit's all just so fucking nutty. And not to say you're nuts, because I love you guys, but like, damn, I can't believe my friends feel these ways.
I wanted to say it on air because when it does come out that he died before the next football season, I just wanted to be able to say on air again, Joe, I told you so.
So when can I laugh at you that you're wrong? Because
when the next football season starts, if he's still alive.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Right.
Okay, good. I'm gonna.
So we each got this now. We each got a thing to be like, oh, I told you so. Because like I said, there's so many times when Joe says, well, show me something that's happened, or tell me something before it happens. And this is finally something.
This is it. Like, this is something
I truly think of before it's gonna happen, and we'll see if it comes true.
Down to the wire.
I can't wait to let Damar know about this.
I know you've posted stuff about this too, and you feel this way too. Like you've been like so many conspiracy theories that like after things that have come out, and you're like, people always say, "Oh, this can't be," but then there's certain things that you're like, "Oh, but that fucking happened."
I spoke to this guy, Mr. White, and now I'm really a believer.
I'm just saying, dude. He did change my opinions about the Earth.
Flat Earth. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you all for the likes, listens, shares, and follows. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Frank and Joe talking about Damar Hamlin.
Watch some sports, Danny. Do something.
Just have it ESPN. Have it on in the background.
What? Have it on the background of what? Like
No, it's from friends, but no, seriously, just leave ESPN on the on the TV, like some days, like on the background whenever you're doing stuff in your room or whatever. Trust
Okay,
me.
I'll go do my homework. Watch those 1,500 YouTube videos they sent you about time,
Bro,
space,
honestly,
and outer
honestly,
astral travels.
You don't
How's
have
that
to be
sound?
into sport. You don't have to be
Fucking
into sports to
cocksucker.
appreciate the top 10 on fucking Sports Center.
When
Joe,
am I
back me
gonna
up here.
appreciate that this guy could
Of
throw this
course.
many yards and be like, oh, bro.
No,
this
not even.
guy
That's what I'm
could
saying.
run
Like
for a
the
touchdown.
top 10 plays are always something that's like, oh shit. Like something that you would see on like America's Funniest Videos, but that they actually made it or made the play or whatever. Like some amazing, like, oh, what? Trust me, you don't have to be totally into sports to watch Sports Center's top 10.
I appreciate
like,
good
wow.
play. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate good play. But if I'm not playing, who the fuck cares?
It's appreciating, just like how as an artist you can appreciate someone
Right,
else's
that's like-
fine art. It's just as another person,
It's
like being
like-
like, damn, that's some sick physical skill, or like just
Right.
appreciating the
Or
moment.
that's like you showing me this cool thing that you drew, and I'm like, I didn't draw it, so who the fuck cares? Shit.
Because I'm creating something from nothing. These guys are playing.
So-
They're getting paid millions of dollars to catch a ball.
They're creating something from nothing.
Doing
They're
better than
creating
you.
plays. They're
Not all of them.
You have to be physically
No,
built
you're right
for
about
something
that.
like that. You ain't.
Wait, he's right about that though. He said not all of them. Bro, you see the video of Delonte West?
No.
So do you know who Delonte West is?
Is this
Danny?
another conspiracy sport thing? Because
No, there's nothing conspiracy. So Delonte West was on the Miami Heat with LeBron James when they won the championship, Danny, like a few years back, or maybe
He's
like
moving
10
out
years
west.
Right.
So there was a video of some kid that was like in the gas station with his mom, and he's recording Delonte West, not knowing it's him. And he was talking about like NBA and like this, that. And he's like, yeah, I used to be in the NBA. He was like, you never played 2K? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm in that game. He's like, no way, what's your name? He's like, Delonte West. Dude, he is homeless, on drugs, begging for money at a gas station. Like
Really?
straight up bad way right now.
Wow.
And it's crazy because not all of them fucking stay good.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I seen the video on TikTok. Dude, check it out. Look up Delonte West now. And it's like him in a gas station and he's telling the kid. It's kind of sad to watch, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I should go donate a couple dollars to him. Sure, he's got Venmo.
I would.
I would or I will.
I would.
Why would you? When would you? Would you? How would you?
No, him. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for like.
Yo, man, I heard you was a good NBA player and now you on drugs. Here's $5. What?
But
that's what I'm saying. They would never do this for you. How many people are starving?
I wouldn't reach out to some
everywhere,
random
and
person
these
like
people
that.
make millions and millions of dollars a year to play sports for your entertainment, to keep you distracted. What's really going on? They donating. Some of them have charities. I'll give them that. But what? He doesn't know you fucking exist. Babe Ruth doesn't pay the bills.
No, a lot of athletes, especially nowadays, especially since like the whole college money program thing came out for them to be able to have endorsements and stuff. There are a lot of athletes that do things in their hometown, like, oh, I'm making this much money, I'm going to start doing this for where I'm from, or I'm going to start doing this in this community and building up certain programs or college funds. Or no, there's a lot of them that do a lot of that.
Why can't anybody give this guy Damar West, whatever the fuck his name is, $5?
Delonte West.
Delonte
Well,
West.
I was just to say is I think a lot of people didn't know.
He doesn't have any boys. He's got no family. He was in the NBA for how long?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, I don't think that a lot of people knew about whatever until this video surfaced. And if he's choosing to be a drug addict and do drugs, like we all know that story, like you choosing something over your family, like that's different. But what I was gonna say is I wouldn't go out of my way to like look up someone like him to send them money or something like that. But I have seen my fair share of homeless people like in person and given them like a couple bucks or a sandwich.
Oh, Frank's a good guy. That's sweet of you.
I have. Bro, you ready for this actually? When I made the
I gave him a leftover burrito.
When I made the pot brownies around Thanksgiving last year, I had a bunch of them in my car and I went to go do some shopping at Stop and Shop. And there was a homeless guy that was in front of Stop and Shop. And I asked him, I said, do you smoke weed? He was like, yeah. I gave him 2 brownies. I was like, happy Thanksgiving.
That's what he needed. He didn't need $10 to get food. He needed to get
I didn't
high
have $10 to give him. Hey, I didn't have $10 to give him, but you know,
no,
what?
I feel
I
you.
gave him, you know, like I gave him something. So
yeah.
Anyways, all right. Yeah, I know you already said that. Thanks for the likes, listen, shares, and follows. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.